The first preview of Ahsoka was last night, and people are seeming to really, really love this, which is fantastic because, whoo, Star Wars could use some wins, I think. So, first reactions to Star Wars Ahsoka are here, and oh my goodness, people are calling it epic. They are saying it's a wonderful kind of spiritual sequel to Rebels. Let's see what we got here from Jermaine Lucier. I think Ahsoka has a lot of potential. As a Rebels fan, I felt a connection to it that was truly special. And yet, it's hugely epic at some times, and oddly flat at others. Sabine is the standout, though, and by episode 2, I was fully sucked in. It could go south, but I don't think it will. All right, so a little cautiously optimistic here. All right, from Jazz 10K. Just saw the first 2 episodes of Ahsoka. Great score and loved all the visuals, especially the fight scenes. Adore Kevin Kiner's score. This makes me want to revisit Clone Wars. And yes, Rosario Dawson is great. Looking forward to the rest of the series.
Yes, I'm looking forward to the score
now,
too.
did they only watch? Do we know? Is it only?
It's only 2.
It's just the first 2 episodes.
But 2, that still gives me hope because it was just 1. Okay.
Yeah, 2 makes me feel a little better about
But
this.
let's remember, we did a story this week that the 3rd episode is only 35 minutes long.
Yeah, but it's going to be
That's true.
so good. Such a good 35 minutes.
I'm hoping it's just an action-packed 35. From Eric Goldman, a promising start for Ahsoka with many cool story elements that expand the Star Wars universe and feel different from Mando. Episode 1 has some slow moments involving a MacGuffin, but episode 2 really gels. Sabine is a standout. I think those meeting her for the first time will really dig her.
See, I like his comments that it expands the universe.
Yes.
Because that's been an issue before where everyone's just like, everyone knows each other.
Yeah, we've talked about this so much on the show, is that Star Wars has this kind of almost Dickensian approach to things where every character is connected somehow.
Yeah.
And I don't believe that. I can suspend my disbelief so much. This is a galaxy far, far away. There are aliens. There are different types of cultures. There are laser light weapons. If it's a galaxy,
Yeah.
I need you to have some strangers.
It's essentially the same as like, oh, you're from the Star Wars galaxy? Do you know my friend Luke Skywalker?
Exactly.
It's like, yo, dude, there's trillions of beings. Yeah, but you must have run into them.
Yeah, it's not like being from Spring, Texas, right? Where you're like, you probably know my cousin. Different planetary systems, y'all. I need some
You know,
space.
I might. I might be your cousin.
And you're
Pretty much. Well, and because in Star Wars that happens. Oh, shit, you're my sister. Oh, small galaxy. Well, do these reactions make you guys feel excited about the show? Cautiously optimistic? Are you still not interested in it? Because I don't know how you guys feel about Ahsoka, really.
Jonathan, you watch Clone Wars, right?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think from that?
Well, this isn't so much Clone Wars. Forget
is
Clone
more
Wars. This is
Rebels.
more
I'm
like
not Clone Wars, Rebels. I'm
Rebels.
sorry. I'm sorry.
I loved Rebels.
Mm-hmm.
I'm with John on. I think it's one of the best animated series Star Wars has done.
It's really good.
I haven't seen it, so this is my first dig.
I think you're gonna love the crew, man, because you like team situations, and that whole crew is dope. I mean, it's missing a couple now.
I'm gonna probably. This is probably the end of my whole YouTube thing, whatever, by saying this. But
You're retiring today?
no,
Oh,
I have bought Star Wars stuff mainly from the way people look. I bought
Like
I bought a
it looks
bunch of
cool
Sabine
displayed.
stuff because I thought she looked cool.
She does.
yeah.
And
But I
a lot
think
of
you're gonna
people are like, then okay, I'm
Okay,
a shill now. I'm a shill.
but now, because you like it for display, but now you're gonna have some personality behind. You're gonna like those. I think you personally, you're gonna like the Sabine stuff you've bought.
I was
Look,
going to
look,
say, Sabine's story is going to be really, really cool for you.
Here's one thing I could say about what I know about Ahsoka so far. Every time she's cameoed or whatever appeared in any series, I myself have felt really safe. Like nothing was going to go wrong as long as she was around.
Yeah, I mean,
She seems like a really like a person you could be confident in if you're going with her somewhere.
yeah, she's
on a
dope.
journey.
I mean, her powers are.
She seems
good.
so unfazable. Like you'll not see a concerned look on her face ever. She knows everything. She seems so wise. I can't wait to dive into this character. Let's get these 2 episodes. Why don't I have the 2 episodes? All these people watching 2 episodes. Why can't we watch them? We're right here. We always talk about you guys. Come on, send us the episodes.
I want
like-
our credentials.
I like this one from Brian Davids where he says, I enjoyed the first 2 episodes of Ahsoka, and the best part about it was it's focused on telling one grand story. And I think too often they don't have one grand story, so we get thrown off to these other little side things where it's not like you can say, oh, but it all ties together like Game of Thrones did. It's like they're just wasting our time. They're giving us filler.
That's very
And
true.
I know it's just 2 episodes, but as long as they keep their focus, You did ask at the top of this what our feelings were, besides just my fandom of Rebels. I mean, I loved Andor. Actually, I want to go back and now binge it all, like back front to end now. Yeah, but I wasn't huge on Obi-Wan. I mean, it looked good, except for when they were in a volume stage, and it's just like 10 soldiers shooting at 10 soldiers. And it's like, how are any of you missing?
Yeah,
and it's like, and the storytelling was kind of weak. So I'm hoping this leans more towards a Mandalorian style of storytelling, and maybe even takes a little bit of its time like Andor. I know it's not going to be like Andor because it's a different director, different showrunner. I get that. But I'm just hoping this is at least like Mandalorian.
And let's not forget Ray Stevenson. He's in this. This is probably one of his last.
The villains
he looks good.
The villains look like they are a force to
wait, we don't know he's a villain yet. Right? We don't know if he's a villain
okay,
yet.
let's just call him an antagonist, because right now he's antagonistic in the...
I can't wait to see him in this.
We don't know if there's a turn. We don't know the story.
Well, and that's a really interesting thing to bring up, too, because Rey feeling safe with Ahsoka and everything and not knowing as much about the backstory since you didn't watch those cartoons, she's somebody who a lot of times people will kind of posture that she's a gray Jedi. Or she just lives in this more kind of in-between area.
Or she doesn't live between
because she really questions a lot of what the Jedi Order does and what the Sith does.
And actually, that could be some complex storytelling because Ray Stevenson's character too. He says he's not a Sith.
Yep.
Yet he bled his blade. So it's like he's in the gray zone, but he's like he's like center like not rebellion. She's center rebellion. He's center Imperial.
Yeah,
I guess would be.
Yeah.
So like they lean, but like they're not Sith or, I guess a rebel. It wouldn't be rebel. What is it?
Or like, Jedi.
New Republic, I should say.
Yeah.
Like New Republic, but yeah.
So it has the potential to tell some really, really cool stories here. And unlike some of the other things like Obi-Wan 2, in a prequel situation, which theoretically this still is, right? Because it's taking place between different movies that we know the end outcome and we know what happens to the galaxy. Obi-Wan, it could have been this really great character study that ultimately shows us why he sticks around watching Luke. But some of the choices they made ended up being a little odd just because it was, well, I know Luke Skywalker's not going to get killed by this lady. Like, I know that Leia's going to make it. Let's change it up. With these people and this crew in particular, we don't know what happened to them. We have no idea. And their story did feel a little tertiary, though tied in to like everything that's happening in the galaxy. It does feel removed from the whole epic Jedi family battle that's going on as the main through line for Star Wars. So I think this should be a really cool exploration of what else is going on. And hopefully they stick the landing because, man, a lot of these shows on Disney Plus, you get to episode 7 or 8 and woof.
One question for you guys that you've seen Rebels. Rebels, obviously, the name itself, it's focused on the group, but was there really a main character from that show? Was it Ezra? It was really based on his character.
Was really based around Ezra, and, in my opinion, Ezra and Kanan's development.
Yes, yeah.
And then everyone else.
I forgot about that character.
Yeah.
Have we seen him in the trailer at all?
No, and you won't. I mean, maybe. I mean, I don't think so.
Okay, I just don't. You don't have to say anymore. You don't have to say
yes.
anymore. But I know Kanan because of Freddie Prinze. I know.
Right.
Freddie Prinze Jr. kills it. Yeah. You'd really like Ezra too. The whole crew. I highly recommend revisiting Rebels.
And you know what was good about that? Just real quick, is that the voice actors were like huge proponents of the show itself. They weren't just there playing a role. Like they love the lore.
They're
when you talk to them,
fans,
they were like fan. Yeah.
Which I love. I love when people are super invested in the stories. It's great.
Guys, we want to take a second to thank a sponsor of today's video, Mint Mobile. Signing your life away to a big wireless provider is kind of like being trapped on a roller coaster from hell. Sure, it looks like fun at first. They probably even threw in a free phone, but now you can't get off. Month after month of insane bills and unexpected thrills, like overages and surprise fees. If that sounds like your current big wireless plan, it's time to get off the ride with Mint Mobile. For a limited time, wireless plans from Mint Mobile are just $15 a month. That's unlimited talk, text, and data for just $15 a month. You guys know before I came to Mint Mobile, I was paying triple what I am paying now on the standard big wireless plan, and I will never go back. All plans come with unlimited talk, text, and high-speed data delivered on the nation's largest 5G network. Use your own phone with any Mint Mobile plan and bring your phone number along with all your existing contacts. To get your new unlimited wireless plan for just $15 a month and get the plan shipped right to your door for free, go to mintmobile.com/Campea. That's mintmobile.com/Campea. mintmobile.com/Campea. Cut your wireless bill to just $15 a month at mintmobile.com/Campea.
Well, guys, let us know. Are you excited about these first reviews, these first looks at Ahsoka? Let us know if it's moved the needle at all for you, or if you're still a little skeptical about this latest Disney Plus show.
Hey guys, thanks for watching our video. Make sure you like and subscribe, but also we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and find it, the John Campea Show podcast, on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your preferred podcasting app.